So recently I've been watching some of the most popular German songs from different decades, the 2000s, recently I did the 90s, and today I'm going to be continuing that trend with the 80s. So of course recently I listened to the one in the 90s and I recognised a lot of that music. That's kind of when I was growing up as a kid, so a lot of those songs brought back nostalgia for me. 80s, I don't really know if I'll recognise any of these songs. I do like 80s music in general from like the UK and America and that sort of thing. I don't know, like I just feel like it's quite enjoyable to listen to. Great music videos from that time as well. So interested to see this, see if I know of any of the artists. But tell me if you got like a favourite year from the 80s, favourite songs from the 80s in Germany. Let's check these out. Is that Boney M? Okay man, I'm going to try not to stop this too much just to say I didn't know they're German. I know that'll probably be supremely boring to hear that, but I really didn't know Boney M were from Germany. Are they actually German? I thought they were British, or maybe even like Caribbean or something like that. The reason I know Boney M is like their Christmas songs. I've got a couple of their Christmas songs, like Mary's Boy Child. There's a couple more on one of my Christmas playlists that I listen to, so I know them from there. In Rasputin, I think they made as well. I don't know this song, but they're German, so tell me more about that. I need to learn more about that. Yeah, this one I don't know. Does nipple mean the same in German as it does in English? Is it a nipple, der nipple, or is there another meaning for that? Okay, yeah, so that's 1980. Like when I listened to the 1990 one, I seen like two kind of main genres, like dance music and rock kind of music near the end of the decade. This one we can see that disco influence coming from the 70s. How big was disco in Germany? Who were the biggest artists? I've never heard this one either. Felicidad. Nein, ich kann nicht so lang ohne Zärtlichkeit sein. Is that like yacht rock?
Ein letztes Mal. Es bleibt mir keine.
Ein bisschen Frieden, ein bisschen Sonne für diese.
Da, da, da. Da, da, da.
Okay, that one seems like probably the most unique so far. Like I know of it kind of reminds me a bit of like something maybe like David Bowie would produce, something like that. Got that kind of electronic sound in the background there as well, as much as we see it's like looks like a normal band. Tell me more about them trio and tell me about these artists so far. Quite different types of music. Got some rock, got what looks like maybe just some pop artists. Of any of these artists, I know of Boney M, but of any of the other artists, are they big names in Germany? I like the sound of that. Okay, again, 5 very different songs. I like the sound of that. I kind of got a kind of punk rock type vibe. This one, what kind of music is that? Like, who is this guy? It looks like he's just come from a day at the office as well, actually. And then, again, I like the sound of this one. That's what I think of when I think of like that 80s rock sound, man. So, again, like such different types of music were popular that year. Good variety. Okay man, that one, you need to tell me more about that. It's got like that traditional sort of German, Austrian, Swiss kind of vibe, I mean with the outfits, but the sound doesn't really match the video, which I like. I mean they sound almost like a yodel there. I like it. Brutal Social. Wait, 99 Luftballons? Is that like a German version of another song? Like, I've heard the tune before. Is it a German song? I'm getting confused by that one. I feel like I've heard an English version of that before. I know of the tune, but okay, man, I like the sound of that one as well. What is that? Major Tom Peter Schelling. Like a lot of music I listen to today. I mean, I listen to a lot of different types. But I like kind of like psychedelic rock, that sort of thing. Like that's got definitely vibes of music you would hear today.
Tausendmal berührt, tausendmal ist nichts passiert.
Yeah, I think I've heard that song before actually. Again, man, I'm just like surprised at like how diverse the music was in the 80s. So many different types of songs are popular here. Clearly, there's not like one genre that's taken over. It's all very diverse and all good. Again, like I get the similar vibes of that sort of why I like 80s music in general. The sort of electric sounds, the rock music, but I've not heard of any of these songs before. Like, have you got any favourites so far?
You can win if you want. If you want it, you will win. On your way.
This is German as well. I've heard of this before, I think. I mean, can you get any more 80s? I mean, then that, the outfits, the hair, this, I don't even know what you call this thing, this piano guitar thing, the preppy look, the mullets, that's the 80s, man. The even the video, the smoke, the lights, what a scene, the look, sounds good as well. Okay, man, that sounded like it was live as well. Sounded like a bit of an anthem. Tell me more about that. I could hear the crowd singing there. Getting more 80s. Man, Falco dominate the 80s.
Keine Sterne in der Tee, stattdessen Schnapsen.
That's a deep voice.
Guten Morgen, liebe Sorgen, seid ihr auch schon alle da? Habt ihr auch so gut?
Yeah, I need to know more about that. Where was that performance? Why did they focus so much on these guys as well, man?
Guten Morgen.
Yeah, that was a nice shirt, man, he's got there. Jürgen von der Lippe. And one thing I think about the 80s, what I've seen compared to maybe the 90s when I watched this compilation for German songs, where there was quite a few novelty songs on in the 90s. Like, the 80s is just solid music. Looks like there was a lot of great artists in Germany at that time. I mean, it's quite an old fan base there as well. Interesting, tell me more about it. Okay, man, I was just talking about no novelty songs. What is this? Is this... Mate, I don't know. Erst Allgemein Verunsichern? Is there an N there? I can't see. What is this?
Macho, macho, constant lernen. Macho, macho, muss tell me, tell me, tell me,
yeah, this is the one, man. That's the one I know, man. That's what I've heard before. I said I know of their story about they were like, these were not the real singers of the songs. They were like the face of it. And like, I mean, today, is that really such a bad thing? I know at that time it was like a huge scandal and story. Kind of feel for these guys. I think one of the guys ended up dying, unfortunately, which is sad. But that is a great song, man. Like, you can see why it was so popular. It just sounds good. Banger. Yeah, I don't know that one actually.
It's a tragedy for me to see the dream is all. Blame it on the rain that was falling.
Okay, man, so they had a lot of songs that I only know that what's that one? Girl, You Know It's True. I don't know the rest of them, but clearly they were like super popular. Were they the biggest act in Germany, in the world at that time? So many like big songs. Oh yeah, I've heard that before actually.
If there's a ghost in your mind, call the omen. If there's a devil in your dreams, call the omen. If there's a monster on your roof.
Great music, man. What a decade that. Yeah, like Germany really like as I said, I love like 80s music, even though it was a bit before my time to actually listen to the music. Just something to it, just like I feel I relate to it, man, and I love the sound of it, the look of it, the whole vibe of the 80s in Germany has a lot of great music. Like definitely a lot of different types of music there as well. So tell me your favourite songs from the 80s in Germany. Thanks.